You're listening to the Life Coaching Secrets Podcast, episode number 8. Did you know that life coaches are needed now more than ever? I'm Frank Macri, founder of Thriving Coach Academy. I've trained over 1,000 coaches and helped them launch their own successful coaching businesses. If you want to make an incredible income and impact as a coach and have a lot of fun doing it, I'll show you exactly how to get it done. This is Life Coaching Secrets. What's up, coaches? In this episode, I'm going to talk about how to get your clients amazing results. So this is a challenge and a concern I hear many new coaches worry about. A lot of baby coaches worry that once they get hired and once people start paying them money, that they won't get results and their expectations won't be met. So I want you to think about this for a moment. If you were to have someone hire you and they didn't get results by the end of their time working with you, what would you make that mean about you? Would you make it mean you're a bad coach, that you messed something up, you made things worse, that they were better off without you? Now, what if you didn't make it mean anything about you at all? Now, this might blow your mind when I say this, but you are not responsible for your clients' results nor the impact of your coaching. I'll say it louder for the people in the back. You are not responsible for your clients' results nor the impact of your coaching. So if you're having any stress or anxiety because your clients aren't getting results, or you worry that future clients won't get results, that means you are attached to that outcome. And that is an outcome that is outside of your control. The only thing that you are responsible for is to show up and coach. That's it. You're not responsible for the impact of your coaching. Are you noticing a theme here? I'm going to keep saying it because I know that this sometimes takes a while to really sink in for a coach to really accept this. So I know that this episode is called How to Get Your Clients Amazing Results. And the first step in doing that is being at peace with the fact that you can't get your clients results because you can't be the one who takes action for them. That is the first step in getting your clients results, being at peace with the fact that you can't take the action for them, therefore you can't get them the results. I know that this sounds very ironic and counterintuitive, but stay with me here. So after you're at peace with that, the fact that you can't get your clients results, the second step is to create a container to maximize the possibility for their success. And I will explain how to do that in a little bit. So you are not responsible for your clients' results nor the impact of your coaching. Now, I'm not saying to not care about your clients. What I am saying is just don't make it mean anything about you when your clients don't get results. So if you have a rule that your clients' results mean something about you, you will get yourself into trouble. Because when you are attached to their results, coaching becomes very exhausting. What ends up happening is you'll overextend yourself as a coach. You might let your sessions go late. You may try to rescue your clients from their own challenges. And you might even start to problem solve for your clients, which becomes very disempowering. And all of this comes from you starting to see them as a victim. And this is a lose-lose. It's a lose for you because your energy becomes so depleted since you are overextending yourself. And when you're depleted, the value of your coaching will go down, which becomes a lose for your clients. Now, another downside in making your clients' results mean anything about you is you also start to focus on yourself and your own needs instead of the needs of your clients. So the energy that you start to give off is, I need you, client, to get results so I can feel good about myself. See how all of that's about you instead of your client? So you might realize that this is happening if you find yourself getting frustrated at your clients for not taking action, or if you're having any kind of emotional response to their lack of results. So let's just zoom out for a moment and talk about human beings, the human experience, and human nature for a second. Now, there are things in life that are in our control, and there's things in life that are out of our control. People's behavior, other people's behavior, falls into the bucket of things that we can't control, just like the weather. We cannot control the weather. We can't control other people's behavior. Now, this is true for all relationships, including the coach-client relationship. So we cannot control people's behavior. And when we do try to control other people's behavior, the end result we have is suffering. Whenever our action is trying to control someone else, the result we get from that is suffering. We are arguing with reality. And when we argue with reality, we always lose. So you can be the best coach on the planet, and your client may still not get results. That doesn't change that you are an amazing coach. So you might wonder, well, what's the point then? What's the point of coaching if we can't help our clients get results? Here's what I'm saying. Instead of being attached to your clients getting results, be passionate about them getting results and be willing to release any meaning if they don't. It's like saying, I care so much about you. I'm going to serve you to the best of my ability. I'm going to coach you with all I got. And I'm going to create a container to maximize the possibility of your success. And then I'm going to release the rest. Because the rest is on them. You cannot want it more for your client than they want it for themselves. So what is in your control when you coach? What's in your control is the presence that you have with your client, your ability to generate awareness and awaken possibility with them. And most importantly, your belief in them, the confidence that you have in your ability to help them. Those are all things that are in your control. So with that said, there are ways to create a container in your coaching sessions to maximize the possibility for their success. I'm going to share all of those with you here. But the important thing to know is that when you go to implement these strategies, you must implement them from a place of detachment to your client's results. As ironic as all that sounds, you can implement all these strategies, but if you still measure your success as a coach based on your client's results, it will backfire and you'll drain yourself out. So as you apply all these strategies, you must be at peace with the fact that you are ultimately not responsible for the impact of your coaching. All right. So the first thing to do to maximize the possibility for your client's success is to set clear expectations with your clients. Now, for some of your clients, perhaps most of them, this may be the first time working with a coach. So it is essential that you lay out for them how they are expected to show up to your sessions. You don't want clients showing up to your sessions saying, what do I do? I don't know what I need coaching on. What are we supposed to do? Lay it out for them. Tell them exactly what time they need to show up to the sessions. Tell them they need to be on time, show up without any distractions. Tell them what's expected of them so they can get the most from the coaching experience. One of the things you might also want to set as an expectation for your clients is letting them know that they will be expected to take massive action between sessions. Get their buy-in on all of the expectations you have so there is complete alignment. And you want to do this at the very beginning, ideally before you even start the coaching. So you might have a coaching agreement that you send them. It may also be helpful to check in with them. Make sure they fully understand that agreement and consider going over that agreement in the very first session so that way the expectations are clear. They know exactly how to show up to the sessions and they know exactly how to get the most value from their experience with you as their coach. The second thing you want to do to maximize the possibility for their success is to use a metric that can track their progress. So in Thriving Coach Academy, one of the skills we teach our coaches is scaling questions. And what that just means is having a way to measure your client's progress. Now, coaching, sometimes people, when they go through coaching, some coaches make it a very intangible experience where they're just coaching someone, their clients are having shifts, but it's hard to really track their progress from beginning to end, from the start of their work with you to the end. So you want to see how you can collect some data from your client at the start of your work with them that you can measure throughout the entirety of their experience working with you. So the first question to ask yourself is where's your client now? When they start working with you, where are they at? And then what is the ultimate result they would love to have from working with you as their coach? And finally, how can you measure their progress? This is again something you want to do at the very beginning, session 1. And it doesn't matter if you have a niche or you don't have any niche, because your client's going to want some kind of results. They will have something in mind. You just want to see exactly what can be measured. So for example, if you are a health and fitness coach, you may have your clients track their weight. Maybe they're tracking their waist size or how quickly they can run a mile. What result would your client love to have, and how could you start somewhere and track that throughout their work with you? If you're an entrepreneur coach, maybe you have your clients track their monthly revenue from the time they start working with you to the time they finish working with you. Maybe they're tracking their number of clients or the average cart value per customer that they have. What are ways that you can measure and track your client's progress? The reason why this is so helpful at maximizing the possibility for your client's success is it allows your client to see their progress. It lets them see the path they're on, and it will build their momentum because they'll start to see their progress as they go session by session. It will take an intangible experience, which coaching usually is, and it makes it tangible. You want to make sure your coaching experience is tracking something and that it is tangible. So the third thing you want to do when you are coaching to maximize the success possibility for your clients is to make sure your clients are setting clear action steps at the end of every session. So it is not enough to just ask your clients powerful questions and shift their awareness. Their awareness must be tied to an action in order for them to get results. How do we get results in any area of life? The actions we take. Our actions determine our results. So there's a couple of formulas I like to share with our coaches in Thriving Coach Academy. The first formula is awareness plus no action equals the same result, right? We can have lots of awareness about something, but if we take no action, we're just going to have the same result in our life. That's why the second formula is awareness plus action equals a new result. So make sure that you devote time in your sessions. This is going to happen towards the end of your session. You have your client identify a next step, a specific thing they're going to do to honor the awareness that they came to in your session, to honor the insights they're having. And when your clients are setting action steps, don't accept any form of passive action from them, meaning don't allow them to just go by doing actions that don't require much effort of them or don't really put themselves out of their comfort zone. You really want to invite your clients to take bold action steps forward between all of your sessions. Now, that leads to the fourth tip to maximize your client's possibility for success, and that is to hold them accountable to the actions they say they're going to take. So sometimes your client might set a bold action step, and then you show up to the next session, and I hear many coaches, they just coach as if the last session never happened. You want to keep track of the actions your clients are committing to, and you might want to keep notes from your sessions or a log, so that way, especially when you work with more clients, this will be incredibly beneficial to keep track of your clients. That way, when you have a follow-up session with them, one of the first things you can do is check in. Did they do what they say they were going to do? Did they implement what they said they were going to implement? Now, if they did, great. They will get new results because they are taking actions. But if they didn't, you want to get curious about that. Do not just proceed through the rest of the session as if nothing happened. Get curious. Don't make it mean anything about you. It doesn't mean that you're a failure as a coach. It is normal sometimes when clients say they're going to do an action and they don't do it. That's really where the coaching process comes alive, because you can dig into that and see what got in the way. What was it that prevented them from following through? Whatever blocks came up for them are things that they will need to be coached on. So get curious about it. Explore what's getting in their way. See what excuses they're still making for themselves, and set up a stronger system of accountability so they have the best possible opportunity to show up for themselves and honor their commitments. Now, the fifth thing you can do to maximize the possibility of your client's success is to coach them and not coddle them. Now, I am so passionate about this topic, coaching versus coddling, that I devoted an entire podcast episode to this. So if you haven't already, right when you finish this episode, listen to coaching versus coddling. You do not want to be coddling your clients, and sometimes coaches, without even realizing or intending it, they slip into coddling territory and they start indulging in their clients' drama and buying into their stories and excuses. So your clients are not hiring you to be their friend. And you are not working with your clients for them to like you. Your clients are hiring you because they need help. They have problems in their life that they want to resolve. So be willing to boldly challenge your clients as a coach. Be comfortable with their discomfort. We need to feel discomfort in order to grow. So if your clients are feeling really comfortable and they're not really stretching themselves in your sessions or outside their sessions, then that means you've got to up your level of coaching, right? They need to feel discomfort in order to grow. So challenge them to live up to a higher standard for themselves and encourage them to stretch their idea of what's possible. Coach, don't coddle. All right. The sixth thing you can do to maximize the possibility that your clients will have amazing success is to give your clients a finite amount of time to use their sessions with you. Now, I used to make this mistake early on in my coaching business where I'd have clients hire me for a bundle of sessions, and I'd let them have those sessions whenever they wanted. I'd have clients that would book a session with me, and then months would go by, I would never hear from them, and they'd randomly show up on my calendar. And because so much time went by, it was very difficult to really track their progress and support them at sustaining lasting momentum. So when you sell coaching packages and programs, and it includes sessions with you, put a time frame on when those sessions are valid. Give them an expiration date. You do not want to allow your clients to have lifetime access to sessions with you. So you want to inspire your clients to actually utilize your sessions while they still have momentum. And if you don't do this, what might end up happening is clients are only going to book sessions when they feel comfortable booking sessions, right? When the going gets tough, they're not going to want to book a session with you. But when you have a finite time on when they could use their sessions with you, it will encourage them to book sessions even in the times when they're not taking action and when things aren't going well. Those are the times they're going to need your coaching more than ever. So for example, if you offer a 12-session coaching package, you may want to have a 4-month expiration date on the sessions from the day they hire you. So that allows them to have, roughly a session a week, or maybe they could skip a week here and there. Ideally, you want to have a consistency of a 1 session a week. That is a good standard practice to keep your client consistently moving forward without letting too much time go by so circumstances start to get in their way and they lose their momentum. Now, putting a finite amount of time on your sessions, it's not meant to punish your clients. It's meant to inspire them to keep them making progress and keep them on the track of getting amazing results. So make sure this is very clear to your clients when they start working with you, and encourage them to schedule all their sessions right from the get-go. If possible, just say, we're going to do a session a week at this exact time, at this exact phone number or link if you're doing a video session. Okay, now the final recommendation to maximize the possibility your clients get success is really if you have this is especially helpful if you have a group program, outline recommended action steps for your clients to take at the end of each step of your program. So if you have a group coaching program you offer, and if you're taking the group from point A to point B, what are the action steps that they must take every step of the way to stay on track? It is so helpful when you could just provide your clients with a recommended list of action steps for the entire group and make them as clear as possible at the end of each of your sessions so they can keep moving forward. Now, when you do group programs, this may be later on in your coaching business. When you're just getting started, I recommend you just have one-on-one clients. When you get to a point where you want to scale and have group offerings, you might be wearing the coaching hat and the educator hat at different times. You might be providing some education and knowledge on a topic that your group is struggling with. So for example, if you're a career coach and you're helping a group of clients get their first job after college, you might have one session. At the end of that session, you provide a recommended action of all clients will send out at least 10 job applications between that session and the next one. Or if you're a health coach and you have a lot of clients in a group and they all have the same agenda of being able to lose 10 pounds, maybe a recommended action step at the end of your first session is everyone makes a list of all the foods in their fridge and their pantry. So think about if you're doing a group program, what are the ideal and specific action steps that the group can take to best move forward and stay on track as they go from point A to point B. So those are 7 strategies. Even just implementing one of them can make a huge difference, but ideally you want to implement as many of them as possible, all of them. Now I want to leave you with this. The most important thing you can really do is trust in yourself, trust in your clients, and trust in the coaching process. You will see transformation unfold with your client when you can have total trust in the entire experience and the players in the experience, you and your clients. You will be a witness to that transformation happening with your clients session by session. So if you don't have results yet with your clients, if they're not having results yet, be at peace with that. It's okay. Work on your belief in them, work on your belief in you, and work on creating a container for anything to become possible. That is how you get your clients amazing results. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next episode. Hey, would you like access to powerful coaching tools you can use on yourself and clients right away? For being a listener of the podcast, I'm giving you a VIP guest pass to get a sneak peek into my coach training program. Inside, you'll learn our coaches' secret tool they use to transform their clients' lives. And you'll also get a training on how to launch a coaching business. Just head over to www.thrivingcoachacademy.com/VIP to get started. I'll see you on the inside.